Hits like Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Johnny Carson and Mickey Mouse. The first star was James Dean. Elvis Presley, yeah, he's still the king. Some things are only imitatable. You can't beat an original. Oh, you can't beat an original.
Hey there, friends and foes. This is Johnny with Back of the Cereal Box, and I am sitting here next to a WWE legend, Duke the Dumpster Droese.
Got it.
And give us the catchphrase.
It's time to take out the trash.
Love it, man. You were such an instrumental part of my high school and college years.
Awesome.
Providing hours upon hours of family-friendly entertainment. Although I hear behind the scenes, maybe it wasn't so family-friendly. What's the craziest thing that ever happened on the road?
Oh, gosh. I saw Luna beat up a guy in Canada one time because he was a drunk guy outside of a hotel, and we were just checking in, and we were all very tired. We'd been on the road for a long time, and some local town drunk came walking up to her and asked her if she had drugs, and she beat the living hell out of this guy. And the funny part was, me and Luna were riding with Doink and Dink. So I'm standing in the room with Doink, and we're figuring out where we're going to sleep because we're splitting a room. And little Dink comes running in, and he goes, Papa, Luna, she is killing somebody. And we were running out there, and she's standing over this poor guy, spitting on him and yelling and screaming at him, full-on Luna gimmick.
So you would be the one to confirm this then, because I've always heard that Luna really was a total badass, like one of the toughest people on the planet.
You did not want to mess with Luna. She would...
She was real deal.
If you rubbed her the wrong way, you'd be in trouble. So, yeah. And I knew Luna from Florida. I grew up down in Miami, Florida, and that's where I came up and started wrestling. So I knew Luna, and I knew David, Gangrel, Dave Heath from back in the day. But I was still scared of her, and I was friends with her.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So what's the craziest thing that ever happened to you in the ring?
Oh, man. Gosh, in the ring? Well, it's sometimes you get hurt. Something happens. It's not supposed to happen. I was wrestling Triple H in Meadowlands Arena one night, and he did this move. We did it every night for months, and he would backdrop me over the top rope out of the ring. And on this particular occasion, he did the same move. He ducked down, he backdropped me out of the ring, and you got to hook the rope when you go over, and I missed the rope. And I went flying, free fall, right over the top rope down to the concrete on my ass, seated position. I still feel that in my spine to this day. But I was like paralyzed for a couple minutes, or a couple seconds, I guess. The ref came running out, asked me if I was okay, and I told him to tell Hunter to waste some time. I said, tell him to waste some time, because there was no way I wasn't getting back in the ring, because I was supposed to go over that night. And that didn't happen very often. So I got back in the damn ring, by God, and I pinned him.
That's fantastic. So for those of you who think that wrestling is fake or that they don't get hurt, listen, I was a manager character for NWA for a second.
You've been up close and you've seen it.
And even just being a manager character, the risk that you can be in is,
you got to take bumps
real.
too.
Yeah. It's the real deal.
Yeah, it's rough. People think they associate the word fake with wrestling, but the reality is to beat, your body still takes a beating. You can't get away without injuries almost on a nightly basis. So it's a rough business to be in, living on the road and taking a beating every night. So yeah, you take your bumps and bruises, that's for sure.
So if a young kid wanted to get into wrestling came to you and asked for your best advice, what would you tell them?
First, I'd try to convince them not to do it. I'd say, don't do it. Don't do something else. Go to college or whatever. Start a business. But if they were really, they really wanted to do it, I would say, look, you need to go work as many places as you can all over the world and learn every style, learn how to cut promos without a script, learn how to wrestle a match without a script, learn how to do everything on the fly. Then you'll be a truly talented wrestler, and you will be a very valuable commodity in the wrestling business.
That's fantastic. So, one last question. And this is the most important question. What is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Captain Crunch, Peanut Butter Crunch.
Can't be an original. That's awesome. Duke, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us.
Yeah, buddy.
Such a huge part of my Saturday morning youth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey there, guys and gals. I am here at the Corvette Comic and Toy Show with Wolfie D, professional wrestler extraordinaire. You guys may remember him. Extraordinaire. Wow. I mean, PG-13, man. The tag team that was part of a lot of our youth and a lot of fun on Saturday mornings.
Absolutely.
You wrestled for WWE, for WCW, TNA, Impact. Who else?
ECW. Man, I wrestled everywhere, man.
And what are you doing now?
Man, I am just hanging out doing these conventions like this. I mean, it's so awesome. I love it, man. I love doing these things with these guys, man.
Now, PG-13 was your tag team.
Yep.
And you guys were a high-impact, high-flying tag team.
Yeah.
What kind of toll did that take on you physically?
Oh, man. I've got, right now, I can stand here and say that I've got a torn labrum in my hip. I ripped the quadricep off the knee. Also, if you can see that scar, I tore the tricep off my bone. I got a lot of stuff going on, man. That's why I just want to do these conventions, man.
Yeah, because you get to meet the fans without taking the bumps.
Yes, exactly, and I love that, man. I love it, man. For these people that come out, man, and just come talk to us about, hey, man, I grew up watching you, and hey, me and my dad, man, we sat there and watched you, and my dad has passed. I've had so many people send me messages about stuff like that, and it's so weird to me, but it's so awesome, man. Thank you so much for the people that have shown their life to me, man. It's so awesome.
As performers, a lot of times we don't think about the impact we're going to have on other people's lives.
Yeah,
When you were starting out as a young pro wrestler, did you think you would have that kind of impact?
Absolutely not, man. I just thought that I was going out there doing what I wanted to do. And then later in my life, like I said, man, I've had people send me messages of, man, me and my dad grew up doing this, blah, 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 and my dad's gone now, and, this is some of the kind of things that we watched together. So awesome, and I love doing things like this, man. Being at a place like this, just so very cool to me. So very cool.
Have you ever had one of those people come up to you that said, hey, I grew up watching you, and now I'm a professional wrestler?
I have had that, yes. And then I've also trained a lot of guys that, I experienced into the business. James Storm, Cowboy James Storm, I trained him. That's probably been my biggest protege. So, but there's others, but yeah, man. Yeah.
That is wild. That is fantastic. I love hearing these stories. And I was asking Duke, what is the craziest thing that happened to you in the ring?
Craziest thing ever in the ring. Man, I've had so many things happen to me, but I will tell you this. There was one time where the finish was, it was a figure four, and the guy had to come in and break a pool stick over my leg to make the finish go on as it did. But during the match, I went to give the guy a power bomb, and my foot got stuck in a loose canvas, so it stripped my leg, and the guy fell on it, and like from my ankle up to my knee was like purple. So then the finish is a figure 4, and the guy's got to break a thing over my leg, and I went with it. And I'll never forget, man, I walked down when it was in Chicago, and I had to go back to Nashville. And when I got to the airport, we were at the last
Boarding group?
Yes. It's so far back to the thing, so I'm holding on to the rails the whole way, and had to go to the doctor, and the doctor looked at me and he goes, "Man, it'd have been better if you'd have broke it."
Was that one of those injuries where you were afraid to take off your boots?
I mean, it was. I mean, I didn't want to see it, but when he saw it, I swear to God, the doctor came in and he went, "Oh, damn." So he's like, "You should have broke it."
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
For all of those of you who say pro wrestling's fake, proof is here, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, most important question. Wolfie D,
Yes.
what is your favorite Saturday morning breakfast cereal?
Saturday morning breakfast cereal would be Captain Crunch. You eat all the little the gold things out,
yeah.
and then you leave the berries, and then you eat the berries last.
Okay, so
Right?
you like the Captain Crunch berries. That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Also, Fruity Pebbles are good too, but that's what I used to do as a kid. I'd eat all the little gold things out, and then
Yeah.
I'd eat the berries.
The gold nuggets and then the berries. I think I saw a movie like that one time. Anyway, Wolfie D, check him out. Where can they find you online?
Man, Live and in Color with Wolfie D is my podcast. You can check that out. It's Live and in Color Wolfie D on all the social media. You can find it anywhere that you listen to podcasts.
Awesome. Well, on behalf of Back of the Cereal Box, thank you so much. And until the next time,
Eat the gold things and then eat the berries.
we'll catch you on the Back of the Cereal Box.
Come on down to Hitchhiker Toys in White House, Tennessee, where we've got toys for all ages. Action figures galore like DC and Marvel characters. We've got Star Wars toys and accessories, and of course, your favorite pro wrestling action figures. Check out our huge selection of Funko Pops, along with a selection of graded Pokemon cards, vintage board games and puzzles, Hot Wheels, Matchbox cars. We've got plush toys and a great selection of Barbie and fashion toys. And if you've got some old toys laying around, bring them to us. We buy, sell, and trade, and no collection is too big or too small. Hitchhiker Toys is located conveniently at 141 Edenway Drive, Suite A in White House, Tennessee, 37188. Turn by the subway, and we're located in the shopping center between White House Nutrition and White House Produce. You can't miss us. Hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 6. Sunday, 12 to 5, and closed on Monday. Make sure to visit us at hitchhikertoys.com.